Hi everybody, how are you? Hey, today I'm here speaking as the Executive Director of DoD Fed Globe and as the Director of Build Beloved Community from the Empowering Spirits Foundation. And it is not my intent to reflect the views of my employer, the Department of Defense. Anyway, it's important to talk about this subject, not only locally, but nationally and globally. We're at a pivotal time right now because the worst kind of hate crime is legalized hate crime. Presently in the United States, we have Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It has not been repealed yet, and we have Defense of Marriage Act. Those are legalized hate crimes, just like apartheid is a legalized hate crime when it existed. In addition to that, we have in Uganda a situation so horrible where people are trying to pass legislation where not only can they kill gays in their nation, but if the gays in their nation go elsewhere, they can hunt them down. Well, as the Director of Build Beloved Community in Empowering Spirits Foundation, I've made a desensitivity training DVD video that we're going to be distributing in Uganda to every school, which will teach people that the prejudice they feel is not something to feel guilty about, because that creates a defensive mechanism. But to understand it, understand that it comes from institutions, it comes from your family, it comes from people you love, your religion, it comes from everywhere. And it's important to know that what you were taught was wrong thinking, and that right thinking includes believing in respect and acting on it. Be respectful to other people. Show dignity to other people. If somebody is up there and they've done something good, clap for them. And in addition to that, we have to even go further. We have to believe in diversity and the equality of that diversity. And with that, the most important thing that Dr. King explained over and over again in his speeches is universal love. And so it's important to get there and to understand it. Often in my role as the Executive Director of DoD Fed Globe, I have dealt with a lot of people that have had to deal with serving in silence, and the pain and the hate that they have endured from serving in silence is unbelievable. These people have post-traumatic stress disorder from that law, and somebody in the United States needs to take responsibility for that hate. It's unacceptable. And recently I've been working with people to get training and other things going on in the Department of Defense, and they actually had an excuse for this prejudice. They said, we're not really prejudiced, it's just that military thing. They are so embarrassed they cannot even say, don't ask, don't tell. Right. They know it's wrong. Yeah. We know it's wrong, and we know it's got to go. And this nonsense of certification, it's just ridiculous. I hope the Log Cabin Republicans lawsuit on Don't Ask, Don't Tell really wins, and we don't have to worry about certification anymore, because even though the training is good, it's no excuse for them to continue the oppression of any community. And so remember, oppression needs to die. And oppression is the basis for all inequality of all people that are treated in a discriminatory manner. And no group that is ever treated in a discriminatory manner stays there. Eventually, there is always the point of confrontation, and at that point, that is where the oppressed meet with the oppressor, and eventually equality happens. And so organizations like the San Diego Alliance for Marriage Equality that does events like this to bring attention and do public education, they should be applauded. And I want to say to you, never ever sit back and watch. Always get involved and always do the right things, and never cease an opportunity to educate the public. Thank you. Yeah.